Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Devon won the All Valley tournament during the events of Cobra Kai Season 4? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 4 would still happen. Johnny would still want to get some female students for Eagle Fang, and those events would stay the same. Devon would still join Eagle Fang in this timeline, and the events of Cobra Kai Season 4 would carry on. Johnny would train his students for the All Valley, and Devon would slowly master offense. The prom fight would still happen in this timeline. Sam would still attack Tori, and Robbie would still fight Miguel, but much like in the original timeline, they would still defeat them, and those events would stay the same. Miguel would still go home, and he would want to talk to Johnny, but Miguel would still find Johnny drunk, so Miguel would still help Johnny to his bed, and Johnny would still tell Miguel that he loves Robbie, and Miguel would still be heartbroken. In the night of the All Valley, the dojos would still compete, and they would still advance in their matches. Devon would still be using offense, and she would still make it to the qualifying rounds. Devon would still fight Tori in this timeline, but in this timeline, the referee wouldn't be on Tori's side. The match would be 2-2, and while Tori was distracted, Devon would get the final point, and she would defeat Tori, so Devon would advance. Cobra Kai would be disappointed that Tori got eliminated. Johnny would be happy that Devon defeated Tori, and Sam would be happy that Tori got eliminated, and Terry Silver would be mad that Devon defeated Tori. He would tell her that she easily could have defeated Devon, and that she squandered her moment. Seeing this would remind Kreese of what happened with Johnny in the 80s, and he wouldn't want to repeat the cycle, so he would tell Tori that he was still proud of her. Terry wouldn't like this, and he would be mad at Kreese. The tournament would continue. Eli would still fight Miguel in the semifinals, but Miguel would still be injured, so Eli would still fight Robbie in the finals, and those events would stay the same. Eli would still defeat Robbie, and he would still be the boys' All Valley champion, and in the girls' finals, Sam would fight Devon, so Daniel and Johnny wouldn't team up in this timeline. Since Sam wasn't fighting Tori, Sam would take it easy, and she would be holding back. She would only be fighting defensively, but Devon would be fighting aggressively, and she would use offense, but eventually Devon would get the final point, and she would defeat Sam, so Devon would be the girls' All Valley champion. Johnny would celebrate that Devon had won. Miyagi-Do would win overall, because they had the most points, and Daniel and Johnny would congratulate each other on their victory. The season would still end the same way. Robbie would still go to Johnny, and Miguel would still run away. Kreese and Terry would go back to the Cobra Kai dojo, and they would be mad that they lost. Terry would tell Kreese that he failed his students, but with him running Cobra Kai, he wasn't gonna fail them. Kreese would say that they had a deal, that Cobra Kai lost, and that Cobra Kai had to be shut down, but Terry would remind Kreese that the deal was that Kreese would go, and that Cobra Kai was never gonna shut down. This is when the police would show up, and they would arrest Kreese. Terry Silver would still betray Kreese in this timeline, and the events of Cobra Kai Season 5 would carry on. Many students would want to join Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang. Devon would like all the attention she was getting for being the All Valley champion, and since Eagle Fang was temporarily shut down, since Johnny and Robbie went to Mexico to get Miguel, Devon would want to continue her training, so Terry Silver would see this as an opportunity to recruit Devon, and since Devon had nothing against Cobra Kai in this timeline, she would decide to join, so Devon would join Cobra Kai in this timeline. Terry Silver would use Devon to promote Cobra Kai, and by the time Johnny came back to the US, Johnny would reopen Eagle Fang, but he would be surprised to learn that Devon had joined Cobra Kai, so Johnny would go confront Terry Silver and Devon, and Johnny would want to convince Devon to come back to Eagle Fang, but Devon would say that Cobra Kai had more resources, and as an All Valley champion, she needed to be with the best dojo, so Devon would decide to stay in Cobra Kai, and Johnny would feel betrayed. Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do would continue to operate, and that is where I'm gonna end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Devon won the All Valley tournament during the events of Cobra Kai Season 4? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.